This is the nemesis of Clix, from just being his duo partner, to stealing his girlfriend, and eventually becoming one of the biggest rivals in Fortnite history. This is the entire story of Blake. Blake Brunetti, also known as Blakeps, was born on September 8th, 2002 in the vibrant state of Florida. He grew up with two loving and supportive parents who encouraged him in everything he did, including his passion for video games. In fact, they embraced it and supporting his chosen journey. From a young age, Blake was captivated by video games, and his passion only grew as he got older. While video games were initially just a hobby, everything was about to change for the young Blake with the release of a new game that would capture the hearts of millions around the world: Fortnite. Fortnite Battle Royale released in September 2017, and it was a huge success. I'm talking very huge, and it would completely change young Blake's life. Like many other kids, Blake saw this as more than just a game. He saw an opportunity to turn his passion into a career. As Fortnite's popularity grew, so did Blake's ambitions, spending countless hours on the game he truly enjoyed. Blake knew he was better than most players, so he started a YouTube channel, uploading his first video on July 22nd, 2018. A full gameplay of a 30 kill solo squad victory, naming it exactly just that, 30 kill solo squad victory. He did exactly just that, getting 30 kills as solo in a squad game, which was extremely impressive. His second game was another high kill gameplay, which generated even more views, getting people to notice his true skills. Back then, such performances were rare and clearly marked him as one of the best. In 2019, at just 17 years old, Blake began competing in Fortnite tournaments. Today, that age is considered prime for esports, but back then it was less common to see such young talent. Blake was fortunate to meet the minimum age requirement of 13 for competitive Fortnite, unlike some who got banned for being too young. He started streaming on Twitch on March 15th, 2019, and slowly made a name for himself through his rankings in online tournaments. The Fortnite World Cup was Blake's first major opportunity, held in New York City, having the largest prize pool in competitive gaming of $30 million. Over 50 million players tried to qualify for the main stage, and Blake was determined to be one of them. He knew that if he wanted to qualify, he had to dedicate himself fully to the grind, aiming to qualify for both the solo and duo events. Partnering with Rex, a well-known player in the Fortnite community, they aimed high. Rex got mainly popular after the release of his video on February 2nd, 2019, of him killing multiple popular streamers. Despite their efforts, Blake and Rex didn't qualify in the first week, placing 113th and earning $125. However, Blake's World Cup dream didn't end there, as the solo event was way more successful, and Blake's persistence paid off in the next few weeks, as he consistently placed between 65th and 128th place, earning $350. Week after week, Blake managed to qualify, and in week 9, he came so close to qualifying, falling short by just 1 point and placing between 33rd and 64th place. Although Blake's World Cup journey ended there, he still managed to earn $1,450, a significant amount for a 17-year-old. His near miss only drove him to get better and become the best player in Fortnite. Little did Blake know that this was just the start of his professional gaming career. On September 27th, 2019, Blake and his trio fought their way to the grand finals of the FNCS in Season X, securing 3rd place and winning $30,000. That was life-changing money, especially for a 17-year-old, and his biggest cash out till this day. While for most people, earning $30,000 would seem crazy, especially at 17 years old, and I don't know about you guys, but I would have probably shit myself if I got my hands on that much money. Anyway, back to Blake. No one believed that they would be able to pull this off. There was even cast predictions made in which Clix's trio was mentioned as one of the potential Season X winners, but a shocking reality came when the trio underperformed and placed 7th. In the same year, TwitchCon was held in San Diego. Blake and his trio aimed to prove that their FNCS success was no fluke. Now remember when I said that Blake teamed up with Rex in the World Cup? Well, they did just that in TwitchCon, and they were out for revenge. On September 27, 2019, Blake and his trio managed to qualify through all 3 waves, finishing 5th and earning $26,833. In 1 year, Blake managed to secure over $60,000. Now, who wouldn't want to make $60,000 in 1 year? Because let me tell you one thing, I would. Following his success in early 2019, Clix saw an opportunity to squad up with Blake and two other players named Crims and Spades. This was their first time playing together in a tournament, and their run looked insane. They were on their way to win their first FNCS, taking first place in Chapter 2 Season 1 Heat 4. In that run, Blake was outperforming Clix significantly, but unfortunately, their big success came to an end in Grand Finals, after both of their teammates sold them and placed 18th, taking home $1,500. After Chapter 2 Season 1, Fortnite announced they were introducing duos instead of squads. Clix seen this and decided to split with Skeptic after Blake's and Clix's successful run in Season 1, announcing that he will be looking for a new duo to play in all future duo events, and Blake didn't hesitate and took the offer. But things didn't go as expected. In February 2020, Blake transitioned to online schooling to focus on his gaming career, but he was not enjoying the experience and missed the social interaction of traditional school. On March 15th, 2020, Blake and Clix had their first warm-up FNCS of Chapter 2 Season 2, finishing in 41st place. But what Blake didn't expect is that it was his last ever game with Clix. As Clix had a big ego and higher popularity, he decided to drop Blake 2 days before the start of the next FNCS, partnering instead with Young Calculator, someone who at the time was way better, more popular, and had won an FNCS in Season X, while Blake found himself with a new duo, Assault. The drama between Blake and Clix didn't end there, it just begun. The FNCS for Chapter 2 Season 2 began on March 19th, 2020, with Blake and Assault placing 38th, which seemed a very rough start, but by week 3 they turned things around, finishing 15th and earning a spot in the Grand Finals. In the final match before the Grand Finals, they outplaced top players like Booga, securing first place. Despite a strong performance, they finished 8th in the Grand Finals, and Blake wasn't satisfied, knowing they could have done better. Now remember when Clix dropped Blake before the start of FNCS? Blake and Assault outplaced Clix, who finished 19th, intensifying the rivalry. After competing as a free agent for a few years, on August 23rd, 2020, Blake teased his fans with a tweet about signing a contract with an esports organization, similar to Clix's tweet a few months earlier. It seemed Blake still held a grudge against Clix. On September 10th, 2020, Ghost Gaming officially announced that they have signed Blake.
Hi, my name is Blake. I'm 18 years old and I've joined Ghost Gaming.
And this was his first big step to the rise of fame, with a lot of controversy along the way. With all the money that Blake has made over the tournaments, he didn't really know what to do with it, especially as an 18-year-old, and decided to treat himself and got himself a little birthday present, as he calls it. After joining Ghost, Blake knew this was his chance to secure high placements and even win tournaments with players like Assault and Scope, who were part of Ghost at that time. Having Sace and Keys as one of his teammates in rotation, competing in numerous tournaments, Blake and his trios consistently placed high, although they faced setbacks in FNCS Grand Finals. He competed in multiple cash cups to see which trio fits with him, and in Chapter 2 Season 4 FNCS Heat 1, they even managed to secure a 3rd place. However, Chapter 2 Season 4 FNCS Grand Finals did not go as planned. Despite recent high placements, Blake and his trio ended up in 26th place, a huge blow after their previous successes. Blake's rivalry with Clix intensified, especially when he briefly partnered with Young Calculator in the Frosty Frenzy tournament. He teamed up with Stable Ronaldo on Young Calculator, the same player Clix had partnered with, after dropping Blake back in FNCS Chapter 2 Season 2. Blake hoped to show he was a better player and teammate than Clix, but unfortunately, the trio only managed to place 16th, 41st, 32nd, and 93rd, leading to their split. So Blake decided to get himself a duo, but not the kind you would think, and would surprise everyone. My man Blake started risen up the one and only Mia Malkova, but this was way before Sommerset, so we'll let this one slide. In 2021, with Chapter 2 continuing, Blake aimed to qualify and finally win an FNCS. He fought his way to the Grand Finals in both Chapter 2 Season 6 and Season 7, but again fell short, placing 12th and 17th. However, Blake's social media presence grew significantly, hitting 2 major milestones: 250,000 followers on Twitch with over 1,000 concurrent viewers per stream, and 200,000 followers on Twitter. Despite accusations that his popularity was solely due to Clix, Blake remained focused on creating engaging streams and competing. This hate for Blake hasn't stopped and would lead till this day. While Clix's social media was blowing up, reaching millions of views on every video he released, especially on one video where Sommerset had shown up. On September 11th, 2021, Sommerset appeared in one of Clix's videos titled, "I played Fortnite with my girlfriend." The video got extremely popular, getting over 1 million views, and from there, their relationship is history. But Blake had no room for distractions and was completely focused on Fortnite. Fortnite. With a major tournament FNCS Grand Royale around the corner, Blake formed a new trio with Scoped and Vert. Unfortunately, they placed 27th, earning only $1,500. In Chapter 3, Fortnite reverted back to the duos game mode. Blake cycled between Lawrence and Vert throughout Chapter 3, facing a tough year in 2022. Despite some success with Lawrence placing 17th in Chapter 3 Season 2 and earning $3,000, the duo of Vert did not look as good, finishing 32nd in Chapter 3 Season 3 Grand Finals. Over the years, Blake competed in 9 FNCS Grand Finals but always fell short of first place. In early 2023, Fortnite announced the FNCS Global Championship in Copenhagen, Denmark. With 4 qualifiers throughout the year, Major 1, Major 2, Major 3, and the Last Chance Major, Blake parted ways with both Lawrence and Vert and tried it with a new duo, Bizzle. Just before the start of Major 1 on 1st February 2023, Ghost Gaming announced they were parting ways with Blake, allowing him to duo up with Bizzle without any conflicts. But for Blake to be without an organization didn't last long. As of March 28th, 2023, PSG TNA recruited Blake over. Anyone that doesn't know PSG TNA, they were rebranded from Team New Age and partnered up with PSG Esports. Despite the promising new organization and duo, Blake and Bizzle struggled in Major 1, placing 40th, 36th, and 6th in weeks 1, 3, and Surge Week. Their disappointing 35th place in Grand Finals meant they did not qualify. The rebrand of PSG TNA did not go as planned, and on June 1st, 2023, the organization disbanded, leaving Blake without a team once again. Missing out on Major 2, Blake rethought his strategy and formed a new duo with Macwood. They showed promise in Major 3, placing 12th in week 1, but choked again in the Grand Finals, finishing 40th. While their 17th place finish in the Last Chance Major was not enough to qualify for the FNCS Global Championship. Meanwhile, Clix enjoyed greater success and popularity, particularly after teaming up with Epic Whale. They clutched 4th place in the Last Chance Major, earning their ticket in the FNCS Global Championship in Copenhagen. Blake's grudge against Clix intensified, especially after Clix's breakup with Sommerset. Blake pursued a friendship with Sommerset, eventually leading to a romantic relationship. Their friendship started off slow with a few streams and tournaments together. They both appeared in Samsung Odyssey Invitational, where they duoed up and had a great time. Since then, their friendship had been very close, and on October 2nd, 2023, Blake posted on Instagram his first pictures together with Sommerset, showing that they are now dating. This relationship sparked significant internet reactions, and the Clix is better meme was born. This caused the rivalry to get even bigger. In early November 2023, Blake partnered with Tyreek Hill's Soul Runner brand. Despite the hate and negativity, his relationship with Sommerset positively impacted him. However, Blake faced controversies in 2024, scripting videos of breaking up with Sommerset and acting violently for views, which led to multiple apologies. Clix is having front row seats seeing how their relationship unfolds and is probably praying for their downfall, since he is still hung up on Sommerset.
No, honey, no.
Honey?
So, pick something. What are we doing?
The fuck?
Did I win?
Man, bro, I would let her pickaxe me. I would let her do anything to me. That's all I'm just gonna be honest, but I'm also a healthy man.
Anyway, 2024 has been crazy for Blake with the rivalry between Clix, where even Blake's dad got involved and made a video about Clix.
I've noticed some comments lately that haven't been very nice.
In which then, obviously Clix's dad had to respond. This back and forth really riled up the internet lately. Blake's primary goal in 2024 is to qualify for the FNCS Global Championship in his hometown, Dallas, Texas. With only 3 splits this year, Major 1, Major 2, and Major 3, Blake and Macwood are determined to achieve his long-awaited dream after previous failures in the FNCS Invitational in North Carolina and the Global Championship in Copenhagen. The question remains, can Blake qualify for the 2024 FNCS Global Championship and outshine Clix, proving once and for all who is better?